Hey, so it's been a long time since I've done a live video, but that's just because this little cutie is developing a lot right now. So she's needed a lot of my attention. But I was out here putting our winter garden in place and hauling bags of cow manure and stuff and putting all this stuff in the garden. And I'm late in the season, but I'm doing it anyways because I'm not good at gardening. I'm not good at it. Most of the stuff that I grew last season died or didn't or I didn't put in a fertilizer. I put the right soil in. I didn't water it enough. My watering system is not the best. It just kind of leaks everywhere into the yard because we have a lot of clay in our soil. And despite my investigating things and looking at things and clarifying for myself all of my terminology for vocabulary, for gardening, my vocabulary for gardening, and investigating all the different things and reading stuff about it when I have time, I'm not great at it. I'm not great at growing stuff. Like, I grew some okra, and the okra was probably the only thing that did really well. But I was considering that and looking at that, and I wanted to share something because it's really easy to only do things that you have a strength in and think, oh, well, I'm really good at writing, so I'm going to become a writer, and I'm not going to do anything else. And really making excuses. Hey.
What are you doing?
I'm making a video. Want to say hi?
What?
Do you have a sticker on your shirt? Tell us about that sticker you have in your hand. What is it of?
It's like people.
People?
Then I only have a sticker.
Show the other side. There you go. Cool. Okay, let me see the other side. Oh, there we go. People sticker.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's for yours.
I'm just talking about the garden. So anyways, it's really easy to make excuses about what you're good at and what you're not. And then to say, oh, I'm not going to do something because I'm not good at it. And the reality is you learn how to become good at something by doing it. Like with the garden, that's a simple example. It's just kind of for fun. And also I see it's beneficial for the kids to watch something grow, right? And it's cool because we also get to fail at things together. We get to see the mistakes we make. And again, the garden is just one example. But there's so many things in my life where I did something that I was terrible at. Like there was no inclination towards me being good at something. And the reality is you grow from that and you develop from that. And just because you fail at something one time and you decide you're not good at it doesn't mean that you should give up. I did not do good in this spring garden at all. Like, it was not really good. Like, the okra turned out good, all the beans came up, but nothing. We didn't really get anything. The cucumbers were disgusting. All my tomatoes died. Like, I didn't even really get the strawberries totally right, And I'm going to do it again because over time, the other thing is there's actually physical development that has to happen here in the garden. Like, I have to perfect the soil over time. That takes time. That takes vision to see that applied effort over and over again, and then getting better and better at it will make the garden better. Huh? Tape it? You can tape it. Go ahead. So where in our lives are we making excuses to not do things because we're not good at it? So I wouldn't say I would have been good as a mother starting off early on, and I've learned a lot, and that's something you can't quit, really. So hi. Do you want me to stop? She's ready to go run around. Yeah. Here, you want to get down?
breaking apart?
Because it's been outside here in the sun, and the sun has caused it to melt a bit. Hiya. So anyways, and it was interesting because I was reading something on Facebook the other day where someone was mentioning, you know, I'm not gonna do something because it's not in my wheelhouse. Like, it's not something I have a strength at. I have strengths and I know my weaknesses, and I'm not, you know, kind of just like making an excuse for not doing something, or just blowing something off, not even considering it for a moment because it's not something that you have a strength in. And I mean, I get that. Like, there are people who are really good at certain things, and you can work in a team and let someone, you know, who has the strength more in something do that something. Like, if you had a business and somebody was really good at accounting, you could let that person do the accounting. But if you don't have someone like that in your world, you're gonna have to do that thing. So no one's gonna come over here and do my garden for me. Well, at least not at this point, right? So I'm gonna build it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna learn, and I'm gonna grow from that. And so don't count something out just because it's not your strength. Go out there. Like, especially things like, I'm not really great at talking to people. Well, that's like a skill that all of us need to have. And that's something that I've also worked on a lot over time, just being able to talk to different people. And that has a lot to do with developing your vocabulary too. Kind of all comes back to that. So anyways, that is I'm going to end it because she's ready to go. You're ready to go too, huh? Yeah? All right, we're going to go inside. We've been outside for a while. But anyways, so even if this fails this year, we're going to keep doing it because I'm going to learn the physical world has to develop. You're developing that. So like, if you're building a business, you have to actually physically walk things into the world that are like a foundation for you to build success upon. You don't just get success tomorrow, the next day. It just doesn't work that way. Dog meat? What did you say? Dog meat. All right, anyways, next time. Bye.